Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Diah Ramadhani with student number 2341263 from class Akati 23A. In this video, I will explain about the material text collection. What is text collection? So, text collection is a series of actions carried out by tax authorities to compel taxpayers to pay their tax debt that have already become due. This tax debt might include underpaid tax, interest, penalties, or other administrative sanctions that have not yet been settled. In essence, tax collection ensures that taxpayers fulfill their obligations so that the government can maintain stable and sustainable revenue. Why is tax collection conducted? Tax collection is conducted to guarantee the government revenue, which is essential for funding public service and national development. It also serves to enforce taxpayer compliance, preventing individuals or entities from neglecting their obligation. Additionally, tax collection helps avoid potential state loss that might arise if tax debt remains unpaid for too long. Most importantly, it maintains fairness by ensuring that all taxpayers are taxed equally and must adhere to the same rules. Legal basis for tax collection. So, tax collection in Indonesia has a strong legal foundation, primarily established through Law Number 50 of 2000 on tax collection by discharge warrant and the General Taxation Provisions and Procedure Law. This regulation outlines the authority responsibility and legal procedure for tax officers when conducting collection activities. The existence of this law ensures that the process is transparent, accountable, and fully aligned with legal standards. Stage of tax collection. The tax collection process consists of several structured steps. The first stage is the issuance of a warning letter, which is sent 7 days after the tax payment deadline. If the taxpayer does not settle their obligation within 21 days, a discharge warrant is issued, granting legal power similar to a court ruling. If the taxpayer still fails to pay within 48 hours after receiving the warrant, the tax authorities may proceed with seizure of the taxpayer asset. The seized item may then be auctioned by the state auction office, and the proceeds are used to settle the outstanding tax debt. In more serious cases, the taxpayer may be subject to behavioral restriction or to prevent them from leaving the country, or detention, no exceeding if they remain as uncooperative. Who conduct tax collection? So, tax collection is carried out by tax believers, who are officially authorized officers responsible for delivering discharge warrant, enforcing sources, and taking necessary collection action. They work under the supervision of officials from the Directorate General of Tax, who ensure that all actions comply with legal procedure. This structure guarantees that every step of the collection process is legal, ground, transparent, and properly executed. Example of a tax collection scenario. For example, if a taxpayer has outstanding income tax debt of 50 million and fails to pay it even after the due date, the tax authority will first send a warning letter. If the taxpayer ignores this letter, a discharge warrant will be used to compel payment if payment is still not made. The authority may seize assets such as vehicle or bank account. These assets may then be auctioned to cover the tax debt. This scenario illustrates that tax collection is conducted progressively, giving taxpayers several opportunities to settle their obligation before more severe enforcement measures are taken. That concludes my explanation. Thank you. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.